And I am pleased to welcome to the 2025 edition of Statehouse Conversations, newcomer, new face, fresh new face, Senator Keisha Jackson of Indianapolis, District 34. Thanks for taking time. You may be a newcomer, but you have no shortage of priorities on your plate. Talk about them.
Absolutely not. I'm here to represent our state Hoosiers and be a champion and advocate for them as I was for 10 years on the City Council of Indianapolis.
And I know so much of this session we're going to talk about $44.5 billion budget and property, and those are all important issues. But I know you've authored some bills that really kind of, they change lives in some tangible ways, and don't have a huge price tag. Talk about some of those, if you would.
My bills, thank you so much, John. My bills focus on future and families. I have three I want to talk about today. I want to talk about actually utility disconnections and customer data reporting, as well as the possession of fentanyl, test strippings, and township shelter assistance.
Well, let's take them in that order then. So,
sounds good.
Especially since I'm shivering. It's a lot warmer in here than outside, but talk about disconnections first of all.
Disconnections, right now this bill, Bill 97, utilities disconnection, will offer the opportunity from four different important concepts. Seasonal protection, and against utilities disconnection, restrictions on service termination, eliminations of certain fees and reportings. We'll break those down real quickly. Seasonal protections against utilities disconnection. Senate Bill 97 basically will extend this protection to cover a period from June 21st to September 23rd, ensuring that vulnerable residents are safeguarded against both extreme cold and extreme heat. The next one will be restrictions on service terminations. The bill will prohibit electric, gas, water utilities from being terminated during certain periods and days, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, legal holidays, and any day or afternoon when a customer or service representative is unavailable during regular business hours. These measures will ensure customers have the opportunity to address billing issues during times when utility offices are open and accessible. So that means
the idea
that
being
closed.
you're not going to, you have a recourse on days when they're open for business, society is functioning, you can't be left arguably without a vital service. All right, let's talk fentanyl test strips.
Fentanyl test stripping is Senate Bill 98. This bill allows fentanyl test strips. This legislation addresses a critical public health concern by clarifying that possession of fentanyl strips is not a crime.
Because it is now.
It is.
At least in the assessment of some law enforcement.
It's not legal in the state of Indiana. And this is, fentanyl test strips will be vital tool on our efforts here at the state legislation to combat the opioid crisis, along with those who work in the field of opioids, especially including our law officers. So basically, it's like if you think about a pregnancy test only tells you if a person is pregnant, yes or no. It does not say how pregnant they are. It doesn't tell them if you're 3 weeks, 6 months, not 6 months, 3 weeks, or 6 months, or you're due now. It just says, am I pregnant, yes or no? This is the same thing. Does this contain fentanyl? Yes or no is what it will do.
And the idea is, we've all seen the tragic stories about somebody who inadvertently overdosed because there was fentanyl laced in. So this is, whether it's a substance that's given to you, you don't know what it is, maybe not something legal, but that's not the issue at the table. You take this, you test it, and you know if fentanyl is present.
And for a couple of reasons. One, we want to reduce the opioid crisis. We want, especially for those marginalized population who don't have access to those opioid centers and that they can get the treatment. At least right now, I know we're working on that crisis. But also the main one, we want to save lives.
And I know the third one is also about vulnerable populations who are sort of struggling, and this is an attempt to help them, folks who find themselves in need of shelter.
Absolutely. Senate Bill 99, Township Shelter Assistance. I did several town hall meetings during the summer. When I first got on, I'm a new state senator, and basically I met with several trustees, and one of the trustees met with other trustees. There are at least 14 trustees in Marion County, and they said we want to do something to help the populations that are excluded, and this came out of COVID. So I'm excited about this because it enhances the township's ability for their programs just with a definition of adding the word shelter.
One word does make a difference
it does,
sometimes,
you
right?
asked me that, and you said, what about this? It makes a difference. Because if a person's in a shelter, right now they can't get assistance through their local trustee's office because a shelter's not part of the definition.
And yet,
and right
one
now,
word.
this one word includes them and makes them eligible to get assistance through their local trustee's
Words matter.
office.
English teachers everywhere rejoice.
Words matter,
They do
yes.
matter. Well, Keisha Jackson, State Senator, Democrat from Indianapolis, District 34, thanks for taking time to walk us through some of your priorities this session. And thanks for your commitment to the state of Indiana and to your constituents and to public service. We'll be eager to watch your career unfold here as you settle into your office.
Thank
Thanks
you,
so
John.
much.
Appreciate you.